morning. Welcome to the kickoff for the Mesa Hydration Donation Campaign. I'm Jason Reed, President and CEO of United Food Bank. I want to recognize a few speakers and VIPs that we have here today. First, we have the Vice Mayor of Mesa, Scott Summers, with us today. So thank you for joining us. We have Sally Harrison, President and CEO of the Mesa Chamber of Commerce. We have Dr. Michael White, Chief Medical Officer with Valleywise Health. We have Amanda Ferguson, founder of Bottles for Bill. And then I also want to recognize Jen Duff, council member for our district here as well. Yes. We also want to recognize our partners for this project, with a show of hands, which includes obviously the United Food Bank here, including our staff and board members, Mesa Chamber of Commerce, the City of Mesa, in particular also want to recognize Mesa Parks, Recreation and Community Facilities, Mesa Fire and Medical Department, Mesa Public Library, and the Dobson Ranch Golf Course. We also want to recognize Paz de Cristo, the Salvation Army, A New Leaf, Resurrection Street Ministry, the Klaus Team Real Estate Solutions. I don't know if I see Scott here, not quite yet, but and then Superstition Springs Center. So we have a lot of great partners as part of this project. So thank you all for joining us today and being part of this kickoff of this campaign. The United Food Bank works closely with local churches, schools, and community partners in Mesa here, but also throughout our 19,000 square mile service area. Each month we actually see over 130,000 neighbors here in Arizona and provide them with food each month. So just a few years ago it was like 50,000, so we've grown considerably just in terms of the number of people who need that support too. While food is a precious resource, of course, for those we serve, water is equally important, especially during the summer months. We're all here today to support the water needs of our community by kicking off actually our 20th annual Mesa Hydration Donation Campaign. So I think that deserves a round of applause. So the campaign is actually officially started as of yesterday. It offers bottles of water to people experiencing need, which includes both unhoused and unsheltered during the summer months. If you lived here at least through one Arizona summer, obviously, you know it gets extremely and dangerously hot. We've already experienced triple-digit temperatures just in the middle of March this year alone, which has never happened in the valley before. And so hopefully it's not an ominous sign of what's upcoming this summer, but we know we need to be prepared. We know we still expect it to be hot. So once again, we're asking residents to help the Hydration Donation Campaign in one of two ways. Number one is encouraging people to donate cash online. This is actually becoming the most popular way, of course, that we receive donations. So with a few keystrokes, basically, you can avoid the challenges and the heavy water bottles that one might have to haul out of your local, Costco, Walmart, and other partners that we have for this. So instead of that heavy lifting, you can donate equally large amounts of cash and small amounts too, of course, to unitedfoodbank.org or mesaaz.gov/H2O Mesa. And United Food Bank will then take those funds and then purchase the water. So donations to United Food Bank also qualify for the Arizona Charitable Tax Credit, which is for 2026 is actually up to $1,009 for couples who are filing jointly, or $506 if you're a single filer as well. Another benefit also from United Food Bank is logistical. So we obviously have warehouse, we have many trucks, and so when we actually purchase this food, we'll make sure we also get it out with food and water during the summer food drives that we have this year. So we also have an incredible partner I also want to announce too in Mather Brothers, I think, so who is generously providing storage and transportation for the purchased water this year. So this is great. Number two, the second way you can also support that is actually donating water and donating bottles of water to this campaign. There are actually 20 drop-off locations around Mesa. All of the locations are listed on the website, which is mesaaz.gov/H2O Mesa. So this year, I think with our dual emphasis on donating water, donating cash, the goal of the 2026 Mesa Hydration Donation Campaign is to collect 500,000 bottles of water by the time the campaign ends on September 30th. With 20 locations to drop off water, the ease of donating cash online, the great promotion efforts done by the Mesa Chamber of Commerce and others, and the business community, but also efforts by nonprofits and partners, faith-based partners as well, and just the passion of our citizens, of course, of Mesa and elsewhere who help lead these water drives. I'm confident that we can reach our goal. The Mesa Chamber of Commerce has long been a terrific partner and cheerleader for this hydration campaign. Thank you, Sally. They're passionate about getting their member businesses to donate cases of water, donate money, to buy cases of water, and just having a ton of fun during the process too. So here to talk more about those efforts to get the business community involved in the Mesa Hydration Donation Campaign is the President and CEO of the Mesa Chamber of Commerce and my great friend, Sally Harrison.
Jason. It's such a treat to always be here with all of you, and this year is really no different. We've called in some friends to help us, and our friends from Walmart have come through again. So yesterday they donated and delivered the first semi, which included about 46,080 bottles, I believe. So thank you to Walmart and their team for always coming through for us. Jason mentioned the 1 ton challenge. This year we're going to kind of incentivize some people. So if you go online and you donate to that challenge, it's a pallet. If you pay for the pallet online, the food bank will be tracking that, and then the chamber's donating a pair of round-trip Southwest airline tickets, and we'll be doing a drawing toward the end of the campaign to see who will win those. In addition to that, 3 years ago, we started doing some outreach to our friends with data centers that are local to us, and we have a couple of them here today. I know that there's a handful that have either gone online or have requested checks, but I'd like to invite any of those that are here to come up. Jason, you might want to come back up. EdgeCore, Holder Construction, DP Electric, SRP, EdgeConnects, and Global are here. So if you want to come up, we've got some donations and some friends that are being represented. We just want to get a picture with you. And I believe EdgeCore has a ceremonial check.
Checks in the mail. No.
Yes. One of several checks, but we know the importance. And
John, get in here. You want me to get in here too?
Yes.
No. It's connects that way. Where's that?
You guys can be part of it.
all right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
We appreciate that they've seen the importance of the hydration campaign, and for the 3rd year are coming through strong. I believe last year and the year before they collectively raised about $40,000 for the food bank. So thank you all, and you'll be seeing all of our posts and requests for support. Thanks. I knew I would forget this. I'm also responsible to introduce the next speaker. My bad. Sorry. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Michael White, Chief Medical Officer with Valleywise Health.
I'm breaking. Not only are we calling audibles, I'm breaking things too. So
We appreciate the enthusiasm.
yeah, absolutely.
Broken news.
Sorry, guy. You're good. I'm the one that threw it on the ground, not you. There you go. Thank you. Well, thank you very much for for allowing us to help continue to support here with the United Food Bank, the City of Mesa, for this important hydration campaign. Living in Arizona, we're no strangers to heat. Every summer, we're reminded with our high temperatures aren't just uncomfortable. For many, including our most vulnerable populations, children, the elderly, those with underlying medical conditions, and the unhoused population, Arizona's extreme heat is dangerous. Staying hydrated can be the difference between feeling okay and ending up in the emergency department or the hospital for continued health care. Access to clean, drinkable water isn't a luxury for us. It is truly life-saving around that. At Valleywise Health, we see this every day, during the summer months. We care for patients that come in severely dehydrated, those with heat exhaustion, with those that may even be suffering from heat stroke. Another condition we often take care of at Valleywise Health, as we're home to the Diane and Bruce Holly Arizona Burn Center, is many times that people will fall or have contact with hot surfaces in those summer months. They may become burned, and we may have to take care of those patients too, and make sure they're receiving the care that they need. These aren't rare cases, but they are preventable if we're able to stay hydrated and educate our community about the dangers of the heat. This is why efforts such as Mesa's Hydration Donation Drive matter so much. It provides water, but it also sends this powerful message. We're reminding individuals that the importance, of somebody's looking out for them, the importance of staying hydrated, and the importance of staying safe during these hot summer months around there. I want to encourage all of us to take care of ourselves, drink water throughout the day, and check in on our neighbors, family members, and anyone who might need a little extra support. And if you can, get involved with efforts like this. It truly makes a difference. So with that, I have the pleasure of introducing Amanda Ferguson with the Bottles for Bill Foundation around that to speak next.
Thank you so much for having me. My brother Bill was a local community member, an Army veteran who completed 2 tours in Iraq, husband, father, and amazing friend. He was just like all of us, living his perfectly normal life, surrounded by extreme temperatures daily. He was young, healthy, familiar with the heat, and not who we may typically think of being vulnerable each summer. In 2013, he found himself severely dehydrated, causing him to be in a dangerous situation very quickly, and ultimately costing him his life. After losing my brother, I felt compelled to give back and prevent other families from experiencing a loss of a loved one the way mine did. In 2019, a coworker hosted a small water drive, asking individuals to bring in a case of water to support local heat relief efforts. I chose to get involved, donating water myself and asking friends and family for a $5 cash donation to purchase a case of water on their behalf. I found myself with an unexpected, overwhelming amount of support, as well as 5 pallets of water in my personal garage. I partnered with United Food Bank to ensure that that water got into the hands of those who needed it most. The proof was there. A single individual, a small group of coworkers or family, or the community coming together as a whole could make a lasting impact and save lives. The question was, how do we continue to help? I founded Bottles for Bill, a local nonprofit that fundraises each summer to support the Mesa Hydration Donation Campaign, as well as provide awareness for heat dangers. To date, we've donated over 300,000 bottles of water and pledged another 50,000 this year. We each live, work, and play with our friends and family surrounded by heat, and no one goes looking to lose their life from it. My brother's story reminds us that it can truly happen to anyone. Heat-related injuries and deaths are preventable. Water is life-saving and is something we can so easily provide to those in our community. Please make a choice to get involved, provide water, and save lives with us this summer. Thank you. Now I have the honor to introduce our final speaker this morning. Please welcome to Vice Mayor of Mesa, Scott Summers.
That's a tough act to follow. Amanda, as a veteran myself, that story is truly touching. And it's amazing to see how you can turn tragedy into something positive and productive for our community. And it's truly our community coming together that is taking something that is so simple, donating a case of water or $5 or $10 toward the cause. But that simple act is truly life-saving, as the doctor said. And it is about community. The business community that Sally represents for 17 years, she's been working on this effort to save lives through water. Jason, for you to be the lead on that, to donate the water and make sure it's distributed, is truly inspiring, and you're a positive member of our community. Thank you for that. I spent over 30 years in the fire service on the very front lines. I was a paramedic for 34 years. So I've seen firsthand what it means when the heat goes up and people can't even get clean water and having to respond to those calls. The doctor was talking about the heat on the asphalt in the ground, and I told Sally, I got stories I could tell you, but I don't want to tell you because you don't want to hear it. But it's about this time of year when checking our fire trucks and our ambulances that a case of water became just as important as checking the pumps and the hose. Because we would throw this on ice, we would throw more in the truck. We'd have 2 cases a day on the truck, and by the end of the day, we'd have none. We'd have to put more every time we go back. That's how much we use it, how important this is. So seeing the community come together, this is what makes Mesa special, is the ability to do these types of things. So thank you all for those who have been part of this for a very long time. As a matter of fact, somebody who's been part of this a very long time, Kevin Christopher, would you come up here, sir? Kevin has been an integral part of this effort in bringing water to our community and being a volunteer. And in 20 years, he has helped bring in, I think, 7.6 million bottles of water. That is an amazing, almost 8 million now, 8 million bottles of water. And a small token of our appreciation, Kevin, we want to thank you very much. A little recognition for the effort you have put forward in making this a reality and helping save lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right. Well, a huge thank you to all of our incredible donors who's generously helped kick off our campaign today. Thank you so much. We're off to a great start. Thank you, Vice Mayor Summers, just and all of our speakers for being with us today and just joining us as partners in this very important effort. So please do keep our vulnerable residents in mind during the extreme heat. Of course, please donate water, please donate funds. It will help save lives this summer, as you've heard today. So thank you. So at this time, we are also all available for the media to answer questions. All of the speakers will be available afterward for interviews. We want to thank all of you for being here today. So thank you.